Hi, everyone. We have worked in the world of addiction recovery for, oh my gosh, over 30 years now. And as I continue to do this work and love every part of it, I see some things that we need to do differently. And one of the things that shocks a lot of people when I help them to become sober for life is that we realize that alcohol is not the real problem. Isn't that crazy? I mean, you're going, wait a minute, David, what are you talking about? Alcohol isn't the problem. If someone is struggling with alcohol, isn't alcohol the only problem in their life? David Essel here for the past 43 years as a number one best-selling author, executive master coach, counselor, and so much more. We have been helping people to see the reality of addiction so you can see the reality of recovery. But you cannot see the reality of recovery if you think the real problem with being an alcoholic is alcohol, because it's not. It really isn't. I couldn't believe this when I found out years ago when I got sober. I went into a treatment center. The treatment center was fine, but it wasn't until I came out of it and worked with a counselor for 52 straight weeks that I really got the gift of what addiction is and what alcoholism is and why alcohol isn't the problem. So what is the problem? You see, we're not born alcohol deficient. At 14 years of age, you don't recreate alcohol deficiency. At 28 years of age, you don't create alcohol deficiency, right? So alcohol isn't needed for us to survive, which means it's not the issue. So what is the issue? The issue is our inability to deal with life, which creates a craving to escape it through something like alcohol. So if we're really frustrated, we're not where we are and where we want to be with relationships or money or our weight or our career or our connection with God, a lot of times that turns into low self-confidence, low self-esteem. And instead of dealing with those issues, we mask them, we cover it up. I was a master of it. Doing this work, I was the master of covering up my emotions, those things I didn't want to deal with. The stress, the anxiety, the depression, my procrastination, my challenges with relationships, my whatever it might be. I found an easy escape. That escape was a numbing substance called alcohol. But once I realized that alcohol wasn't really the issue was I did not know how to deal with the stressors of life, and I learned the coping mechanisms, which I would love to teach you. Alcohol becomes non-existent. You go into parties and everyone's drinking and you don't even notice it until, of course, someone does something ridiculous or slurs, and then you walk into a bar, you don't look at the shelves and see what you want. You don't even notice the shelves are there. I'm not kidding you. That's why I'm saying alcohol isn't the issue. Learning how to cope with life, with grief, with death, with loss of a home, of a pet, of a partner, of a parent. This is what creates alcoholism, when we don't have those coping skills. I've told this story so many times. At 12 years of age, I was an extremely angry child. I wanted to be accepted. I had a really hard time at home. My parents were great, but I just was a different kind of a kid. No one knew how to raise someone with my kind of animalistic instincts, I could say. So I turned to alcohol, and it numbed my pain and frustration. And then it opened doorways for me to join a clique of 16-year-olds when I was 12. But all I did was use it to escape. But alcohol wasn't the problem. It was my low self-confidence, low self-esteem, my inability to deal with certain emotions. And at 12 years of age, who has those skills, right? None of us. Listen, I want to help you, and our work is guaranteed. We don't mess around in any addiction. I'm talking about alcohol today, but it's the same thing. Cocaine is not the issue. Food is not the issue. Emotional spending is not the issue. It's what's underneath it that's the issue. Let's work today. Text me, 941-266-7676. Visit the website, davidessel.com. I'll put this stuff below. Comment below. Do you agree with me? Awesome. Tell me you do. Do you disagree with me? Tell me why you disagree with me. But I can tell you that once you remove it, you will find, just like what I found in the hundreds, if not thousands of people we've gotten sober, helped to get sober in the past 43 years, that alcohol was never the real issue. I'm David Essel. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if I can help you. We will rock this world, and I hope you have a magical day. I will talk to you soon. Bye now.